Hi everyone, how are you? I have a red eye. Like something got inside. Oof. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the last thing that I needed. Now I have only one eye. It's is incredible this process that makes you work with everything that you have within to put it in the outside. So this is it. We are healing and healing. Today there was a sunstorm a little bit, so maybe something got in my eye. And today I had one of those days that um, it's better if you sleep. So it would be better if I would sleep the whole day. So even being in that mood, I had to write about adventure. So it was kind of a paradox today. So I really uh, struggle on writing today the blog. So I just decided to write what I was feeling in that moment exactly. So even if I was feeling really low at the moment when I got connected with my higher self, it always manage it to turn it into another position to take me out of that. So speaking about adventure, just to say something about my life, uh, my grandfather, the grandfather of my grandfather, he was called Buenaventura, which means good adventure. Okay, Buenaventura de Stefano, and he was not good, and he was not living an adventure. So, so he was totally the opposite to his name. So I am the double of him in genealogy. So I am kind of trying to follow what he couldn't accomplish. So so kind of I am trying to live his good adventure in this life. Uh, let's see if I can do it. I guess I'm doing it. So by this genealogy, one of my responsibilities with my tree of life uh, is to manage to live in my own life a good adventure. So to begin with the understanding of what adventure is, we have to understand what for us today is adventure. In our society, today, in our cultures, we call adventure to live something extreme, like going to the top of a mountain, to jump from an airplane, I don't know, to live very emotional things that physical emotional things that takes you to the risk, to live the risk. So an adventure is like a known trip to the wild or something like that. But also is related with a hunch in the meaning of um, I dare to jump ahead, to adventure myself into a situation that I have no idea what is going to happen. So I head anyway to that situation. That's kind of the concept that we have of adventure. But adventure comes from the Latin word advenire urus. Advenire urus. That means, that kind of means all the things that are coming, that I know are coming, but I have no idea exactly how they will be. So it's uncertainty of the things that are coming ahead. That's adventure. That's what adventure means. So it's not about the situation you live, it's about not knowing about what is going to happen. So adventure, as I said, is the concept of not knowing what is going to happen. It's not the concept of living the things, the wild things. So when we say adventure, this ad of the word adventure, ad means to go to. So this means to jump into a situation that I have no precise idea of, that something that is uncertain for me. But even though I jump into it. So that's kind of the concept of the adventure thing. So the reason why this today is related with the sacrum is because we have spoken 2 days ago about the adrenaline, the hormones that are created in the adrenal glands on top of the kidneys. So these glands generate a hormone, the adrenaline, that helps you to face situations that you have no idea how to solve. So an adventure is basically that. Is something that you don't know how to handle, that is coming. So remember that the adrenaline prepares the body to face those kind of situations. This is why we are related with this chakra is related to the adventure. And another thing, important thing to know about this region, the sacrum, is that is the one that creates, is the one that manifests the realities, creates. So this is connected to the creation, because when you are an artist, when you are creating, you never know exactly how it's going to end. What's the final product? So it's an adventure to create, because the result will be always different from what you expected or you projected on it. So this takes us to the very origin of the universe, by consciousness creating all this reality. So, first of all, remember how the universe starts. It begins with the divine, the knowledge, the consciousness from the unity projecting itself into the outside, projected into a polarity to be able to see itself. Remember that the unity holds all the realities within. So this means that from the unity, the consciousness can perceive everything, can see every direction, can see all the realities. So this is why the universe, the consciousness of the universe, has every answer, because it can see everything. It's the unity. And the only answer possible that this being knows in the universe is I am. And this is because whatever this being can see in the whole creation, the whole universe, is something. So exists, so is something. And that something is related with itself, with the self, with the being itself. So the I. So that's why I am is the only possible answer for all the things in the universe. So the question here would be, why someone that has all the answers, that has all the wisdom, the consciousness, the knowledge of everything that exists in the universe, why would that being create again in order to live what he or it already knows? So the reason why the universe creates again is because when the universe is eternal, is constant, is eternity. So if the universe is eternity, so the only thing that it can do is to create a new question. To create a new question that would be, I know all this already, so what would happen if I change this? So what the universe is doing by that is to allow itself to live to experience, to create every potentiality. And by that, the universe is just allowing itself to experience them, to live them. So this is the closest concept that we could get from what people call free will. Because free will is basically that we are living that experience of allowing ourselves to try to change the realities, because we are the experiential aspect of the question, what if? If anyone doesn't like how this universe works, maybe someday when you get to the point, to the center, to the unity again, you will be able to say, so now it's my turn. What if this concept, this question, which is what would happen if, or what if, is what in Latin you may say adventure. So this universe, from the very beginning, it just settles a few universal laws. And from those universal laws, from those 7 laws that this universe decided, it starts to question, what if, what if, what if? And the adventure begins. So in reality, we are constantly living an adventure. So when is the moment when we lose the ability to live the adventure? Is the moment when we lose the connection with our imagination. When we just stop asking ourselves, what if? So an adventure is not something that you live in your life as an experience. An adventure begins with your own imagination, with your ability to ask yourself, what if? And to design thousands of possibilities from that. So here we have a big paradox of the universe, that the universe is not creating the reality through certainty. The universe is creating everything through doubts. And there are 2 types of doubts that we can face. The doubt of what would happen if, and the doubt of, I have no idea where I am. The creation basically begins by the will of living the dream of all the things that I am able to imagine. A person with a big lack of imagination will struggle a lot to connect with the entire universe. A person that doesn't make questions and that believes that it has all the answers also is a person that is not connected to the universe. That's why it's so important to make yourself questions and to imagine like a kid, like a child. So this is why, if we are willing to live the adventure of life, of creation, we have to allow ourselves to experience the ability to be amused by things, the ability to not know what is going to happen, to know the future doesn't make you more connected or more wise. What makes you feel or be more wise and connected is to allow yourself to be amused during the experience. Is to be amazed of the possibilities. So in order to begin to live the adventure in your life, you must start to allow yourself to use your imagination to solve tiny things in your life. Very simple things you have to change in order to be connected with this adventure. You have to practice, like, for example, changing the path you take in order to get to the same place where you always go, to dress something that you would never dress, you would never wear, to speak with someone you would never talk to, is to create possibilities through imagination. So remember, adventure is one of the most important keys for the creation. And to adventure is to jump into something that I don't know pretty well. So to adventure is to gain back the ability of imagination and to amaze. Sometimes it's good to know that when some people calls us, for example, myself, calls us that everything that I am doing, I am just making it up, like an invention, and that everything is just imagination in my mind, I would just remember that every invention of humanity that makes humanity evolve was originated by the ability to invent and to imagine. So it's not something bad when someone says or think that we are imagining all this. And just to close this topic, I would like for you to know that this topic of adventure, what is very important to understand from this is that it's not knowing a lot and all the answers that you will get into the consciousness. It's not about taking data and absorbing information that you will recognize all the answers of the universe and transcend in their universe. It is precisely the ability to adventure yourself into something unknown that helps you to transcend. And that's the key of adventure. The vibration for today is you. You. The statement for today is, I am the dimension of the cosmic design. The code for today is the truncated tetrahedron. This figure is obtained from cutting the vertices of the tetrahedron, creating 4 new triangular faces. This means a total of 8 faces, 4 triangular and 4 hexagonal, with 12 vertices and 18 edges. The fire spreads this way its roots, creating the structure of pattern that will shape the energetic wheel that we'll call base or root chakra, generator of the vital energy of the spirit in Kundalini. So let's go to the alignment. So we sit comfortable, and as we start to relax the body, we focus in our breathing. I picture myself as this seed under the ground, absorbing the nutrients of the mud to extend my roots deep into the earth on my first leaves up into the air. And I can hear the sounds of the animals living in the forest and the savannah. I can feel my roots growing deep as the roots of the tree of life, and my body grows straight as the trunk of the tree as I go up towards the branches and leaves. I open my path between the leaves, searching for the light. Using my hands to feel the flower and accompany the flower, searching for the sun. As I go up I can see now the light of the sun, the sky, the rest of the trees, the whole forest, and the savannah in the horizon. I can see. And I rise up, opening my flower softly. I can see the entire forest now, the savannah, the coast, and the ocean, all the animals below me, as I look for the sun, opening my flower. Reaching the skies, I can see the yellow light of the sun, feel the light blue of the sky, and the soft white of the clouds. Everything is light, and I can see everything below me. As I flower wider and wider, I reach to get out the atmosphere, reaching the space, so I can see now that all the light that I was searching is now in the surface of the planet. As I go up farther from the earth, I can see now Africa below me, Europe, Middle East and Asia. As I move around the planet, I can see the Americas, the Pacific Ocean, Oceania, and Antarctica. I take a moment to think about all the places that I have been in the planet, and to think about all the rest that I don't know, and the adventures that wait me there. I become aware that in every new place, an adventure is waiting for me to help me learn something from the world and also something for myself. I am the one that generates all this path. Softly, with my hands, I take the earth and I bring it to my sacrum chakra within my body. and I awake the vibration that unites me with this adventure. I am the dimension of cosmic design. I am the dimension of the cosmic design. I am the dimension of the cosmic design. And I stare in front of the adventure of the experiences that I have had, of the unknown, and I can say to it, I see it, for I see, I see, I see. Softly, I begin to bring this consciousness through my body by caressing, stretching, and yawning. And each one at its own time, you come back here and now, opening your eyes. So thank you, all of you, for being there, for connecting every day. And as always, I wait for you tomorrow at the same time. Rest. Bye.